Hi, this is Jeff Pospisil, the 10-Minute Treasurer with practical advice for improving your church's financial future. In this video, what I want to talk about is donated services and the church. If you're in a church, hopefully you have this problem as you got a lot of generous people, and some of those generous people have particular skills or they own their own business and they want to donate their time and services to the church. When this becomes an issue is, okay, is that a tax? Will that be a charitable contribution for tax purposes? Do they need a gift receipt? And some people will push you for that, and that's when you need advice. First time I ran across this, it was a church that somebody had volunteered to paint. And I want to say the painting job would have normally cost $1,500 or $1,600, and they wanted a tax receipt for $1,500. And so that's when I had to dig into it, and I found out the answer. And so I'm going to share that with you. First of all, the main resource for this is Publication 526 from the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, and it's just on charitable contributions. So the section that we have, I think I found it on page 7, but it says value of time or services, and it reads, you can't deduct, first of all, wait, let me pause here. I actually copied and pasted this, and it just caught my eye. The IRS used a contraction. I just can't imagine that. Maybe that's their effort to be a little bit more friendly and yeah, not as formal. But anyway, they say you can't deduct the value of your time or services, including blood donations. But then the one that pertains to us is the value of income lost while you work as an unpaid volunteer for a qualified organization. So that means for our painter, the $1,500 that you would have gotten if you weren't volunteering, that is not a charitable contribution. So that's just something to keep in mind. But still, the question is, okay, I know what the rules are, but somebody comes up to me and they say, hey, I've donated the services and the service would normally cost $1,500. What do you say to that? First of all, thank you. Make sure anybody that volunteers or donates, you should say thank you. But for this case, you say, oh, thank you for the painting job you've done. You have, unfortunately, this, according to the IRS, that donations of time and service, they're not tax deductible, so we're not able to add this onto your giving statement or anything like that. But I do want to thank you. You've made a huge difference. You saved the church a lot of money, and it's made a huge difference. So that's the first thing. Thank them. Maybe fit in that IRS language and probably thank them again. I would end with a thank you too, and what it's done for the church. What if they press you? What are you saying? I don't get a gift receipt. Well, this cost me my business X amount of dollars, and I thought I was going to get a tax benefit. You can go into it a little bit if you want to, but basically, they can still deduct any of their expenses. So if they had mileage, and with our painter, they might have had brushes and rollers and paint, they can deduct that, or maybe they had some employee helping them too, that they still paid. They can deduct that, but they cannot deduct the value of that gift. The $1,500 or whatever they would have normally charged, they cannot deduct that. So that's really the main thing that you can share with them. You can still write this off on your Schedule C when you do your taxes that way, but we can't give you a gift receipt for this, but thank you. So hopefully that helps you be prepared for that conversation with that donor of yours. Again, this is a ministry of the Finance Office of the Dakotas Conference, as well as the Dakotas United Methodist Foundation. And since this is a little bit shorter video, I'm just going to do a quick plug. Of course, you can find more stuff, resources at www.dakotasumc.org. But if you're watching this video, go ahead and like and subscribe it. And the other thing too is if you want email notifications, whenever I put out a new one, I connected this with a blog. And the blog is jctaccounting.com. jctaccounting.com. I probably should flash something up there, but I'm just thought of it right now. Anyway, that'll get you an weekly, or actually whenever something comes out, usually weekly though. You'll get a notification when it comes out, and there'll be a quick blurb in the email and a link to the video. So again, we're all about Jesus Christ, all about mission, all about connection here. So if you want, I'll see you next time.